Stream up. This is Postgame Live. CP from Knicks Fan TV. My man JL's from the Nick of Time show. We are back.
Yep.
Knicks basketball is back. Finally. Let's go. And with that, the New York Knicks have started the preseason campaign undefeated with a 104-99 victory over the Washington Wizards. This is the home of the diehard Knicks fan. If you're a diehard Knicks fan who loves to talk about Knicks news, Knicks rumors, and post-game live analysis featuring live callers, hit that subscribe button below and the notification bell. Let's go. Jay Ellis, how you feeling right now, man?
I'm good, man. I just saw the Knicks whoop on the Wizards. I feel like we're going to the playoffs after watching tonight's game. It's a wrap. Like, it's going to be...
R.J. Barrett's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, Barrett's a Hall of Fame.
All of that.
Marcus Morris, you have to max him out immediately.
Immediately, man. No trade for Mook. He's here. He's here to stay.
Yeah, it's going to be Knicks Clippers finals.
Yep.
Knicks Clippers finals.
Put it in ink.
Yeah.
Put it in ink, bro. Book it. Book it. Give me some thoughts. Give me your main takeaways from this game tonight, man.
Oh man. Okay, so first and foremost, I like that the team defensively, they seem like they're kind of stepping up. The first quarter, they were very focused. Everybody seemed to be like they was on a string. From the point guard on down, it's refreshing to have a starting point guard who actually played defense. I know DSJ is not playing today, so we'll see if that continues when he's here. But I like the defense from top to bottom from our starting five and even our second unit. That's point number one.
Yeah.
Point number two. RJ Barrett, man, he struggled from three early. That was the biggest knock on RJ. But I didn't panic. I remember Summer League.
Yep.
Same thing. He struggled from three. But I thought he might pick it up maybe another game, but he ended up picking up this game. And he ended up going to the basket, getting some N1s. The dude is strong. That's not just college strong. He's NBA strong.
True indeed.
It's evident. He's finishing through contact. He's drawing contact. He's a knack for drawing fouls. He just has hit those free throws. But I love what I saw from RJ Barrett. Scored in a flurry when we needed it when the game got close.
Yep.
So he has that. It seems like he has that it factor. Like, I want to take over.
Mm-hmm.
And third, Mook, man. The gift and the curse.
That boy's from Philly, man. Them Philly boys got a little screw loose head there, man.
I don't know. You got the Philly beard, man. Are you like
Hey, listen, man. Hey, listen. I'm a State Property Beanie Siegel fan. Love Freeway and them. You know, I got a love-hate relationship for Philly. I like their swag and their personality. I hate their sports teams. You know what I mean?
I feel you. I hate their sports teams too. But Mook definitely brought that Philly attitude to New York. When I watched the tape to see what happened when he hit homeboy over the head with a basketball, I was just like, dog.
like what you would do with your little brother, like, you know what I mean? Like played on the schoolyard type of thing.
Yeah, man. I was like, oh, he's getting rejected. Like, and the audacity to go that far in a preseason game is just hilarious.
Yeah, Justin Anderson is a pest, man. Like Wiley said on the broadcast, you know, he's a pesky defender, and Mook was just not having it in the preseason, man. He said, I came in, I dropped 17 on your head already. Leave me alone. You know, he wanted to hit the showers early and get out of there, he wanted to go back to Philly. I think he made it to Philly already. You know what I mean? Yeah. Mook is already home. That was all calculated.
That you don't want Mook home though. Mook didn't just go home to chill. Mook came home for backup.
Yeah, facts. Facts.
To stay here. Make sure he doesn't take any buses or anything, because he's in Washington, right? So everything's in traveling.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I would say my takeaways. Well, first off, it's preseason. You know, this is an overreaction to preseason, but we're just excited to see Knicks basketball back. Secondly, the Washington Wizards. I mean, listen, there's a handful of teams in this league that are worse than the Knicks, and I think the Wizards will be one of them. You know, John Wall didn't play. You didn't even have Isaiah Thomas playing. Bradley Beal barely played. So let's just set the scene for who was out there on the court. nevertheless, you play who you play, and we were out there evaluating our guys. I thought, number one, it was a tale of two halves in many ways for both the team and the players. I thought for the Knicks, I thought offensively and defensively they got out hot. You heard that from a defensive standpoint, they really wanted to work on getting after it early, picking guys up from 94 feet. You saw Peyton, you saw Frank getting after it early in the first half. Offensively, I thought they shared the ball very well. Yeah. Randall was in prime form. He's in game ready shape. Marcus Morris was beasting, scoring from all. From Randall too, 7 assists, and when you told me that, I was shocked because they almost came out of nowhere. And Randall was hot, and with the 7 assists, that is the area where I want to see. Is that where he's gonna elevate us? We know he's gonna get his buckets. There's very few guys that can stop him when he's on his game, especially when he's playing bully ball. Knocked down a few threes as well, so he was solid. But it's in the passing game is where I want to see Ken Randall really elevate us. And you saw some nice dimes this game. Caught RJ a couple nice ones. So that was nice from Randall. Tale of two halves in terms of RJ coming out to a slower start in the first half. Couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Was bricking everything.
To be expected.
Be expected, absolutely. As you said, we were at Summer League. We saw how he can get into those slow starts. But here's the thing with RJ that you like is that he's a gamer. And he's going to use his size and his strength to get to the basket. In the second half, tale of two halves also in that our defense completely collapsed in the second half. Wizards had complete momentum, ended up collapsing the lead to just 1. And RJ and Frank, give credit, really kept them at bay.
Yeah.
On both ends. And RJ became a playmaker out there, finding guys, and he was just very aggressive, and then the shots started falling.
That's yeah. And even Kevin Knox had to step it up.
Kevin Knox, yeah.
Mookie came in there, and he hit a couple of really important shots to keep him at bay as well, man. It was a nice team win.
Yeah.
And not only talk about Taj Gibson
lit it up in the second half, man. Taj was hot, man. The Brooklyn boy was out there knocking down. He knocked down about 2 or 3 3-pointers. They was getting into a groove. RJ found him a couple times, and Alan Hahn was talking about. I disagree with him when we had him on the show, and he was kind of diminishing what Taj Gibson is going to bring to this team. I think Taj is going to be very important to this team because, like I said, my caution with Mitch is going to be 2 areas: the fouls and the durability. Every time I kind of see him moving out there, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like the way he makes one false step, man, and he just looks like he's walking kind of gingerly. Taj is going to play a very important role as that backup 5, man. So we're going to need to make sure that he stays healthy, and I think he's going to have a great impact on the team on the defensive end.
Oh, no, yeah, most definitely, man. And even some nights where, when he gets in foul trouble, because, Mitch got away with a couple of this game, man.
Yeah, he did. He got away with a lot. He got away with a lot of fouls. A lot of ticky-tack fouls they could have called on him, and they let it go.
Yeah, we actually got the benefit of the doubt on a few whistles. And even that last play when I forgot who shot the 3 at the end. The game we were up by 4. It was a risky play for Mitch to try to close out and block that 3, but he went for it because that's what he does.
Yeah.
But that was, even though it was a flop, and he does those type of plays, he has to kind of stay away from or get a little bit smarter. And that's when Taj Gibson might have to step in at sometimes.
Yeah. True.
Mitch is an elite shot blocker.
Right.
Sure. But it's going to be interesting to see, if he can learn. He has to learn those game situations.
Yeah, that's what I think. Secondly, my second takeaway was the pace. That was another area that Fizdale stressed during the training camp interviews, is that he said he wants to keep up with the Joneses in terms of maintaining a solid pace. And you saw that effort from everybody, from the point guards, whether it was Elfrid or it was Frank, really pushing the issue, forcing the issue, pushing the tempo. Even Frank, Frank, that was something that we got on Frank about, is not really, pushing that engine. But Frank was out there pushing it. You saw Julius grab the rebound, start the break. You saw Kevin Knox doing the same thing. So it seems like they're really putting an emphasis on working on what was a lot of their weaknesses last year, which was quite a bit.
Yeah, kudos to the coaching staff and kudos to the player development people, man. They're really driving it home that we want to push the pace. And we saw a lot of that today. And
Yeah.
that's why we even seen a lot of the assists. And even that second unit, when the second unit came in the game and they was able to get a lot of stops and push the momentum, it just seemed like the game got a little even faster.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of feel like that's going to be our strength this season. Like, we don't really have a super duper star, but we just have ways of people where it's a consistent effort and a consistent, play style from 1 to 10. And it's not going to be that much of a drop off, just like Elton said.
I agree. And then my last takeaway was, I think in this game you really got a chance to see what the depth and the versatility could potentially look like. I mean, in the first quarter, you saw, first off, the lineup. You had Alfred at the 1, you had RJ at the 2, Morris at the 3, Randall at the 4, Mitch at the 5. You saw Kevin Knox get subbed in for Randall, which slid Morris to the 4, Knox to the 3. And then you saw ISO come in for Morris, which slid Knox to the 4. You had Ellington get slid in at the 3. So you kind of saw in a bit of ways how the versatility could help us and how the depth could help us in terms of what Fizdale can do. And then he also kept the rotation short for a preseason game.
I was kind of surprised about that.
I think he really wanted to set a tone and win this game. I thought he really wanted to set a tone and win this game for these guys. And he only went, from what I saw on the internet, on Twitter, I think he only went about 10 deep.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was definitely surprised he only went 10 deep. I thought he was going to go 12, 13. Usually in preseason, you just kind of throw your whole team out there.
Right.
But if he's doing that, then I'm guessing somebody's going to sit the next game or something like that, because usually coaches don't go that many games just playing that, restrictive of a lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, listen, solid. It was preseason. It was nice to see them get out there. Another, the camaraderie looked like it was pretty solid, for a team that has a lot of new faces. You saw these guys really rallying for each other for a preseason game. So it seems like the chemistry looks pretty good so far.
Yeah, looks pretty good.
So far, man, yeah.
I'm interested to see what's going to happen with Alonzo Trier right now. Alonzo Trier seems to be the odd man out. It's only preseason.
Yeah, only preseason. But 8 minutes for ISO. I just think, it was a matter of really just getting a lot of these newer guys some action with the team. Like a Ellington, for example. Ellington got 22 minutes. Next game it may flip-flop. So I wouldn't look too much into ISO not getting that much run. I just think it's more of Ellington kind of getting in there and gaining some chemistry with some of the newer guys.
And you know what else too? Like all the talk and chit chat about the Knicks got 37 power forwards and if you really pay attention to the Knicks and you're not just some kind of BS ESPN commentator who just like to do Knicks flick stuff, you would realize that the Knicks really have a problem at shooting guard and not really at power forward.
Yeah,
the power forwards that we have can play center, can play small forward. They're more interchangeable. The shooting guards we have, and even the point guard, you can even count Frank and Alfred in there, is going to be troubling for a lot of those guys to get minutes as the season moves forward. And looking down the line, like I can't imagine February passing without the shooting guard getting traded.
Somebody's got to go. Somebody's gonna have to go. Yeah. And like I said, for our boy Dot, it's gonna be tough. It's going to be tough to get Dotson in there, man. It's going to be tough to get Dotson in there. I don't know. And even, we saw Frank getting, how much minutes Frank got? Frank got 23 minutes tonight.
Yeah.
When DSJ comes back, how much is that going to be?
Exactly. How much is that? That's going to be different.
How much is that going to be?
And then, we still got to wait, see what's going to happen with Frank on October 31st when the Halloween comes along.
I think that's a lock. I think that's a lock.
So?
Yeah, I think that's a lock. There's no reason for them to not pick up that option for Frank. $6 million. Yeah. Keep going, man. Keep trying to develop this kid and see what's going on.
I agree with you. And I would like to see more first quarter Frank. First quarter Frank was good.
First quarter Frank came out guns blazing, man. He came out guns blazing.
Yeah, that was the FIBA Frank that I remembered. As the game waned on, he got. It seemed like he got a little bit shaky
Yeah, he got a little bit shaky in the closeout. Definitely in the clutch, he got a little bit shaky for sure.
Yeah, he got a little bit indecisive when he got into the lane towards the end. I do like that even though he was missing, he kept shooting. He didn't put his head down, and he finally hit a big three.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I like that part from his game, but let's keep it going, Frank.
Let's keep it going.
Knicks, man.
Let's keep it going. So we will see these same Wizards on Friday. A home and home on Friday. Salute to everybody watching, man. First game of the preseason. We got over 900 people watching. Salute to everybody watching. If you're new in the chat, leave us a hashtag new. And salute to everybody, man. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Like I said, this is the home of the diehard Knicks fan. Whether you're a Knicks fan or a basketball fan, this is where we talk about Knicks news, Knicks rumors, and post-game live analysis featuring live callers. Let's go to the phones. This is what we wanted. The phone lines are back up. Give us a call. 657-383-1509. I told this guy he needed it to be first for tonight, Jay Ellis, and he's back.
Yeah.
Julian, kick us off, man. How you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling great. Yankees kicking butt right now.
Yeah. I'm missing my Yanks for this. I'm missing my Yanks for preseason Knicks, man. But I was confident that I was confident they was gonna have this in the bag. So I'm all right.
Yeah, pretty light opponent first round, but anyway, I loved every single thing I saw out of the Knicks tonight. Literally, I don't think Fizz did a single thing wrong other than play Frank a little bit less than, or a little. He should have played Frank more. That's what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
You could see RJ definitely took his game up a notch once Frank was on the floor, because he was more free, sort of offensively, a little bit better spacing. Marcus Morris, man.
Mook.
I told y'all we were gonna love this guy.
Mook. Yes, sir.
Just like total dog. When was the last time we ever had a dude like him? Like, it's especially for someone like me who's kind of a younger Knicks fan. I've never seen sort of this kind of grit, aggression. Just I want to kick your butt for 48 minutes a night, or I just want to leave because it's the preseason. I kind of don't want to be here right now.
Right. Yeah, listen, man, I'm happy to have him. He brings a much-needed attitude and a fire to this team. And somebody said it on Twitter. I'm trying to find it, but somebody said, "Hey, listen, these vets, they could be here. They'll fire up guys like a Frank and a Kevin Knox and put some fire under them. So there is a plus to having all these veterans on the team. A Taj Gibson, Bobby Portis. These are solid pickups, man."
Yeah, one more thing.
Yeah,
I just want to say, for all the Frank haters out there, he outshot Bradley Beal tonight, so I don't want to hear it from anybody.
Bradley Beal didn't even play, man. Come on, man. He barely played, man. I hear you, though. I hear you, Jude. I hear you, man.
Oh, that's it, man.
All right,
Go
man.
with Barrett Jr.
All right, bro. Take it easy, man. That was Julian kicking us off.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man. He's a Franker, JLs. He's definitely a team Franker.
Is he? I couldn't tell.
Yeah. No, Julian's a team Franker, man. All right, let's go to Ari.
Shout out to Michael Parker.
Michael Parker with the super chat. That's right, man. Michael Parker left us a super chat as well. Salute to Michael Parker for sure. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Let's go back to the phones. Ari from Manhattan is with us. Ari, how you feeling, man?
Hey man, I'm feeling good. I think it's pretty funny that we got a Frank fan before I get on the call, because I definitely want to touch on that. I mean, only a New York Knicks fan would think going 3 for 10 from the field and 1 from 4 from 3 is out shooting somebody. I was very encouraged. I mean, listen, it was just Frank being Frank again. I didn't see anything from him really. I mean, listen. I guess he didn't turn the ball over that much and played okay defense, but I'm a little tight that ISO zone only got 8 minutes. I hope this is
It's preseason, Ari, man. Come on, Ari, man. It's preseason.
It's preseason. Let's overreact.
Okay. I'm not. Listen, I'm not overreacting. I'm just saying, like, you know, I hope that Fizdale already knows what he's getting from ISO, and that's why he's not playing him, as opposed to like him being behind Frank on the depth chart. Because there's no way that after the season ISO had last year and after the season Frank had last year, that ISO should be behind Frank. And what I was also looking forward to seeing, which I don't think I got the chance to see, was an RJ ISO backcourt. Because I think it's quite evident that, you know, RJ Barrett can really play the point guard. I think he's is he a pure point guard? No, but he can clearly handle the ball. He attacks the rim. He puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
He does.
I feel like with ISO's 3-point shooting, with ISO's shooting, and that they're both 6'5", and then I guess RJ 6'7", they could switch also. You know, I think an RJ, ISO, Knox, Morris, and Randall at the 5, small ball 5, might cause problems for teams because all the guys are like between 6'5" and 6'9", 6'10".
Yeah, but you got to defend though.
Kind of switch on defense.
You got to defend on the perimeter.
Yeah,
That's why
I mean,
I had that same lineup, but I had Dotson and Frank, or Frank at the 2.
Right.
I said Dotson or Frank because you still need some defense and some 3-ball, not just shooting, but you need a little bit more of a balance.
Yeah, two sides of the ball.
2 sides of the ball.
I agree. I don't think it's like a starting thing, but
No.
I mean, in spot minutes when you need some offensive spark, I think it's not a bad idea.
Yep.
And the last thing I want to say before I get off the phone real quick is that I really think Kevin Knox is going to have a big year this year. I think out of all the that's the reason why I get so mad at like the Frank lovers, because we always talk about Frank, and it's like I think Kevin Knox has the highest ceiling on the team. You know, he could dribble, he could attack, he could shoot the 3. He's a legit 6'8", 6'9". He's only 20 years old. He's a lot stronger. You know, I think he has all-star potential. I like the way him and Barrett played together. They obviously have a lot of respect for each other.
Yeah.
You know, I think we should you know, focus, you know, give Kevin Knox a little bit more love.
Okay.
He also tried a lot harder on defense, which I saw from him also, which was good too. But overall, good win, but it's still the Wizards. So
yeah, right.
Still
preseason, man. Still, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man.
Right.
Still Wizards. Still preseason. The excitement is just to be seeing basketball, Knicks basketball back.
Yeah, that's really
and seeing these new pieces. You know, let's just set the table properly, Jay Ellis. You know what I mean? I'm still going. I'm still sticking with my 30. I'm not moving from it. But it was nice to see these guys get out there and start playing together and trying to build some chemistry. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure, yeah, for sure. And I expect Knox to have. We'll see what happens with Knox, man. But he definitely looked like he got better in summer league.
Yeah.
And he took some nice shots. He took some great shots and hit them when we needed them. And he, like Ari said, the defense is getting better. A block and a steal today from Knox. That's what I like to see from a guy with that type of wingspan. So you know what? We can give Knox some love too.
Listen, Kev, number one, he got bigger. He definitely. Yeah, Kev definitely got brolic, and you could tell he's more mature. Like I said, I said it during the play-by-play that we did at the open practice. I think Kev is getting a lot more mature. He said today that he wants to shoot 40% from 3, so that's the target that he's setting. And listen, he's setting high hopes for himself, and I got faith in Kev, man. I got faith in Kev.
And it's realistic too. I feel like the last season, the last month or two, he hovered around 40% from 3.
Yeah.
And he's I don't know off my head, but I think he's one of the few Knicks who can hit that corner 3 kind of consistently. I feel like everybody else from that corner is trapped for some reason. But Kevin Knox, for some reason, he was hitting them last season. So if anybody can hit 40% from 3 this season, it could definitely be Kevin.
Yeah.
I could probably throw Ellington in there as well.
Went 2 for 6 tonight.
And Portis.
And Portis, right? 1 2 for 6 tonight. All right, let's get back to the phones and see who else wants to talk Knicks. Nate is back, one of our regulars. Nate from Rochester. Nate, how you feeling, man?
I feel good. I think we're going to the finals this year, but I might be able to answer.
Oh man, how you feel about the game tonight?
Now it was a lot of good. There's definitely a lot of things to be happy about, but there's some things I kind of wanted to key in on.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly with the 2 players. I want to start with Julius because I think we saw what he can do because he was definitely distributing. He was definitely being aggressive in the paint. But I think there was a couple of things that stuck out to me, especially in the third quarter. There was like a sequence. There's a 3-play sequence where on defense he like let a guy just get a bucket.
Yeah.
And like he didn't like contest. I think you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yep. I agree. Yeah, he was a big factor in that in the Matador defense. That was the third quarter.
He likes to get out the way for sure.
Yeah. And as he should. Listen, his preseason, you got to be smart about it. But I mean, that kind of has been his his Achilles heel is kind of being lax on the defense at times.
Yes. So there was that play, and then right after, he kind of gets it deep in the paint, right? And he's like double or triple teamed.
Yeah.
But he still tries to like go up with it, and then he gets blocked.
Black hole in it.
And then like another play after, he does the same thing in terms of, and that's where he needs to like sharpen up on.
Yep.
Because if he gets on that, I really think he could be a first option. Like I was big on him, especially when he was in LA.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought he was going to be a great fit next to Porzingis, but he's not here no more, so who cares? But
shout out to Dave.
And then, but yeah, and there was like a spacing issue with him and Mitch, because Mitch, when he was out there, like when he was getting doubled, that was Mitch's guy like, coming in, and Mitch, like if he can develop that shot, then that almost goes away. So I really want to see him develop that. So I think there's a lot of potential there, but we see like where the issues are going to be.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I hear you, man. Appreciate the call, man. I don't know if Randall could be the number one option, but on this team he is going to be the number one option, J. Ellis. So we're going to have to live and die with his deficiencies. He comes with a lot of strengths. He could be a black hole at times. That was again something that has followed him in his career so far. Mm-hmm. And the defensive lapses. You know what I mean? He's got to work on that. But I thought he started the game off quite hot though.
He definitely started the game off quite hot, and still with him being a black hole. 7 assists, not bad. Not
bad. It crept up on me. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. There was one assist where he had his back turned and threw it behind the back to RJ.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize he passed.
Beautiful pass. Beautiful pass.
There we go. That's the passing. So I'm confident the coaching staff is gonna point certain things out to him. He seems like he really wants to be here. So I think it's gonna get better as time goes on. You have to remember too, this is gonna be his first time being the focus of a defense for 82 games.
True.
People are going to be game planning for it.
Yeah, that's a very solid point. Solid point, bro.
No one else getting triple teamed.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right, man. This is really going to be his first time being the guy. So that's going to be an adjustment for him and Fizz as well. Mm-hmm. Going to be an adjustment for him and Fizz as well, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, this is why we're here, man. Development team.
Yes, sir.
We got all development coaches. We got Mike Miller now. We're going to coach him up. He's going to be all right.
Yep. That's right, man. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Let's salute the advocates. He's #new. Team #new in here. Salute to everybody. Stevie Nixon here. What's going on? Jay's official. Alwin Duarte. I see a lot of the regulars. We got a guy named LeBron James in here, Jay. Let's salute to LeBron, man. He's watching us on his day off.
I see.
Yeah.
Jay's on the team now, so he's watching.
That's right. So salute to LeBron James, man. Yeah. Who you got in your chat, Jales? You want to shout out, man?
I got Gil Humphreys, man, here early. Shout out to you, Ricardo Custer. I see you. Antoine Boyce. I see you as well. Floki. #new if you knew. Kristen Smith. I see you as well. JJ Hart. Pocket Rockets in here.
Enzo
954. Yeah, man.
Enzo's back.
Yeah, Enzo's back in effect. Craig Williams, my guy, always holds it
Yes,
down.
sir. Payback Carter, what's good? Payback Anthony Parasol in here, checking in. Anthony, where you at now? Are you in South Africa? Where are you at right now? Salute to Anthony. All right, let's go back to the phones. Who we got? Oh, all the regulars are coming back tonight, J. Ellis. Yeah. People are feeling good, man. This man was last year. He went by the name of the president of the Frank Ntilikina fan club. He goes by the name of Max from the Bronx.
Max,
what's up, bro?
Nothing chilling, man. I'm glad basketball's back, man. It's like, you know how they had training camp? We needed, and they had summers off, and they were like, had their California homes and all that.
Yeah.
I needed that. After the betrayal of KP and all that stuff, you needed like a break for the Knicks. You know what I'm saying?
Understood,
but
man.
I want to talk about the game. Yeah, I want to talk about the game. I don't know. This guy, I think he was the second caller. It might have been Julian. Besides his little Frank hate, but
Ari,
you talking
really
about?
good, man.
You talking about Ari?
Ari, yeah. He got a point. Kevin Knox looks really good, man. Like, he looks strong and fast. His release is quicker and stuff like that. He looks really good, man. I understand. Fizdale's weird, so he's gonna start Morris, but I'm telling you, Knox is a 20-point game scorer in like 2 years. It's going to happen. He has all the talent in the world to me. RJ, I could see the hate tweets already when he went 0 for 3. I could feel it in the internet. And then he just got hot, man.
He got hot, man.
He got hot, and he started talking to the Wizards bench.
Mm-hmm.
I think him and Isaiah Thomas got into it a little bit. And, he's like a dog. They talking about Morris. Morris is more like a physical dog in terms of, like, you don't want to fight him type thing. But RJ's a dog. RJ will keep coming and coming.
That's right.
And this guy, when's the last time you had somebody finish the way RJ finishes? I don't see people, like, I've watched the Knicks for a long time. Nobody be finishing like him.
And that's why, I wasn't really concerned with him bricking. Well, number one, because I seen it already, watching him in Summer League, and you could see that that's something that he's going to have to work on. He's not going to come out lighting the nets up coming out. But
rarely year one do you come in shooting with your bad shoes.
Right, but what he is going to do, he has the size and the physicality to get to the rim and finish.
Yo, here's the thing, CP. The knock on him was he wasn't able to finish, though. That's the thing that's impressive. The knock on him was he wasn't able to finish really at a high clip in college. But he's only able to finish and overpower people who are just smaller than him. But now he's just bullying people that's his size in the NBA as well. So it's like a little wrinkle. It's like he got a little bit better at certain over the summer, and it's paying off right now.
True indeed, man.
And also, I think Randall was a little bit of a black hole, which you guys said, because I hate when people like, yo, there's like 2 7-footers on you, dog. You don't have to shoot the ball. Like, you can pass the ball. It's not,
unfortunately, I think you're going to see a lot of that this year. Unfortunately, that's just going to be, you're going to have to take the good with the bad with Randall. Oh, yeah.
He's a freight train, man. He looks strong, too. He's a freight train. And, we have to get it to it, Frank. Frank did not shoot the ball well. However, he was, I think, plus 16 on the night. Right? I think it was plus 16 or plus 12 on the night.
Yeah.
I think he's plus 23.
And really? Wow.
No, he was plus 16, but I can't look at plus minus in the preseason game. He played well, man. That's all I can say. He played well.
Clearly, RJ played better with Frank on the floor. That's a fact. Defense was better with Frank on the floor. That's a fact.
Yep.
And, he kept going on with it. He kept shooting. And that's all you want from him. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's all you want.
True story, man. And appreciate the call, Max. Welcome back, bro.
Yeah, at this point, you just want to, in the preseason game. I'm sorry, man.
No, go ahead, Jay. Let's go.
At this point, especially in the preseason game, you want him to build his confidence. You want him to just keep shooting.
Yeah. That's it, man.
I'm glad he just kept shooting.
That's it. And Max had mentioned that RJ played better with Frank. This is the real Batum on Twitter. He said RJ playing with Peyton. He's 3 points, 1 of 5 from the field, 0 for 3 with 1 dime. When he played with Frank, he was 14 points, 5 of 8 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3, 2 dimes. You can attribute that to a lot of things, but hey, small sample size. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Shout out to Gil Humphreys for the super chat.
Shout out to Gil Humphreys for the super chat. I see Steven Evans in there in the Nick of Time show, man.
Yeah.
Salute to Steven Evans.
What up, Steve?
What a salute to Steven Evans. Steven Evans, man, I freed you up on Knicks Fan TV, man. You could come back home whenever you want, man. Don't worry about it. It's all love, bro. It's all love. I played the Steven Evans video today. I cut it up and put it out there today. Had people cracking up. So hopefully we'll see if Frank changed his mind. We'll see if Frank changed his mind, man.
Oh man, Steve, you calling in to see your take on Frank?
Hey, he's welcome to call in. So right now let's talk to Chris in New Jersey, who wants to get in on the action. Chris, how you feeling,
So,
bro?
well,
I'm good, man. How are you?
Good. What do you want to talk about today?
Well, it was a great win. I watched the entire thing. First of all, I wanted to mention that I've been a fan of the Instagram page and all the social media since like 800 followers on Instagram. So
Been with us
Long
since
time
day
follower.
one, man. He's a day
Day
one.
one.
Appreciate
No
it, bro.
friends.
Appreciate
Okay.
it, man.
for sure. So I was a bit surprised to see only a 10-man rotation tonight. And I want to just talk about that. And but I am glad we were able to get the win. And the 10 guys that did play played really well. And honestly, the end of the game felt a little reminiscent to the first summer league game where we had a solid lead in the first half, and then it's just like everything changed at the beginning of the third.
Yeah, broke down.
mm-hmm.
Broke down. They had a nice little groove
Yeah.
going in the first
But
half.
we were able to-
real nice groove on both ends. And second
Yeah.
half, they took their foot off the gas. And I listen. It's a good test for them in these preseason games to kind of come under that adversity. That's a good early test to see how they respond.
Definitely. It's good
Absolutely.
they won, too.
Facts.
I really liked what I saw out of RJ, especially in the third quarter. He looked confident at that moment. And that like one play where Frank had the block and then it went to Julius bringing it up. He went that spin bounce pass to RJ with the
Yeah.
dunk. That was beautiful.
Beautiful. Yep.
That had my eyes watering.
Oh yeah. All right, man. Appreciate the call.
And
Appreciate the.
I just wanted to,
Okay, go ahead. One more. Go ahead. One more point.
yeah, just last thing I wanted to mention to anybody else listening, I don't want them to be worried about ISO not playing much and Iggy not getting in there at all, actually. I really think that they'll get in there and they'll get their fair share of minutes.
Not worried
It's
about
nothing
it
to
at
be
all.
afraid of. It's only preseason.
Yeah, exactly, man. Appreciate the call, Chris. Chris calming down the
Yeah,
skeptics. That's
It's
what we
only
need.
preseason.
It's only preseason, man. Chris providing that voice of reason. Salute to Chris. He's a day one J. Ellis.
All right.
We always appreciate him. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. Listen, I said it on my show a couple days ago. You're going to see the rotations change, probably maybe the starting lineups change. You're gonna see your back end of the rotation come in later on in the preseason, right? You'll see the Hintons and the Kings and those guys. They'll get burned a little bit later. You'll see Iggy come in maybe Friday or a little bit later. I think I would say put Iggy in the G League. Just put him in the G League for now. You know what I mean? I don't see the point in letting him just sit up here and sit on the bench, but I don't know. You know, the coaching, the organization, their strategies in terms of how they use the G League is a little bit different than how we would see it.
Yeah, man, they like bringing these players along with the coaches and the camaraderie and stuff.
Yeah,
like
having
that.
them kind of learn on the job through classroom rather than through the action, I guess.
Yeah, but I feel like they can do both, man. I hope they can do both. I hope they will do both.
Yeah.
Have them travel the team, play some G League games, man. I'm with you. Put him in the G League.
Yeah.
Don't have him play 2 games for the season. And
Right.
then wondering why he's not developed.
I don't see why not, man. What do you guys think in the chat for Iggy? Do you want to see him in the G League, or would you rather him crack the rotation? Well, leave a comment in the chat. Let us know what you guys think about Iggy. We got about 1,000 people watching JLS for the first preseason game.
I mean,
Welcome.
right, man, dog, we hyped, dog.
We're
It's
hyped. We're
preseason.
hyped, man.
Come on, man.
We're
It's
hyped,
preseason.
man.
The first
You know?
game back.
Come on, man.
Beating the Wizards. We go into the playoffs. Kevin Knox is going off. RJ Barrett's an all-star already.
Hey,
Top 3 pick.
you know?
You know what I'm saying? Highest picks is Patrick Ewing. Picks higher than KP. KP who? I don't know who you are. He's going to dunk on you.
Simple
Come
and
on,
plain.
KP hype.
Simple and plain. So,
Right.
salute to all the Knicks fans out there. Salute to all the basketball fans watching. Salute to all the haters. You know, salute to everybody, man. Because as much as we want you to hit that thumbs up for your boys. Well, the people don't know, JL, says even a thumbs down helps to promote the video. So, hey,
okay.
it all counts as promotion. So we
long as you do
appreciate you
something.
guys. As long as you do something. Share these videos, though. Most importantly, for you guys that want to support us, sharing these videos on your social media platforms goes a long way in promoting the content and brings more people in here. You know, having 1,000 people in here didn't just come overnight. we've earned that through your support, and in turn we've gotten these amount of people, so we appreciate it.
Exactly. So smash that like button, share, and comment, and subscribe, and all that.
Yes, sir, indeed.
Oh, I'm next.
Yeah, Will, what's up, boy? He was shocked, Jails. We
Yo, what's up, y'all?
We
How
caught
y'all
him off
doing?
guard.
My
Were
bad,
you
my
sleeping
bad.
or something?
No. I was listening in. I was talking to someone. I was like, oh, hold on. I'm multitasking right now, but I digress.
Oh, good.
How y'all doing, man?
Good, man. How you feeling,
bro?
JOs, how y'all doing?
Good.
Good, man. We back.
Good. I want to first. That's true. I want to first thank God for that open practice, man. That was clean with your play-by-play.
Oh man, I was in my Marv Albert bag, no lipstick. I was in my Marv Albert bag. Yeah, I was in my Marv Albert bag, man.
Marv Albert,
No lipstick.
Oh man.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate it,
that
man.
That was great work.
Yeah, we had a blast. You know, there was so many people
Absolutely.
that didn't
I
get a
really-
chance to be there and didn't get a chance to watch it. Like, we have to do it for the people, man. This is for the fans, by
Right.
the fans. We
That's
say it,
right.
we mean it.
That's right. I really appreciate that. I think that goes for everybody in the chat. So let me just get to my point. So the goods and the bads. Morris, yo, that man's a dog, yo. I just love, like, he wasn't gonna take no crap, and he just got into homeboy's face. Don't even know his name, not that important. And he just did what he did, and I just liked how the rotation looked overall. It looked like the part about last year is that when it came to all the losing, it was okay. When Knox is in, my ears are up. I'm looking, because I'm looking up for Knox or I'm looking up for Mitch or whatever. But then once they sit down, it's like, all right, now I can chill out and watch, this dude shoot or this dude or whatever. But with this rotation and how good everybody is, I'm always watching. Like, every single combination that's throwing out there is really looking good. Just to have all these bodies on the team, it really looks so I'm excited for the year. And you guys already touched on the topic. The same, and you guys might have to do this every episode. It's like, who did we not see? And today that was ISO. And I mean, like you said, it's preseason. I don't want to think that much about it. But at the same time, I think ISO earned his stripes. So I'm hoping that the next game that I'm going to be at on Friday, I hope to see more ISO because he definitely deserves that, And then lastly, some guys that I just me personally, I didn't want to see them in there. Tom Gibson, I don't know, man. Maybe the knees aren't as good as they were back in the day because we saw him flipping. I don't know. I mean, like, he was doing his little shots in garbage time or
I thought
whatever.
Taj played fairly well, man. He went.
Listen to us. I feel you.
He went 5 of 9, man.
Like, he was banging threes. I was like, is that Portis? I was like, I thought it was Portis out there.
All right. We'll see. Like he got a short leash for me. He got a short leash. Like, for me, I'm trying to see Mitch the whole time. But on the negative, I saw Mitch getting gassy towards the end, like tripping over, like letting his feet go behind him and stuff like that. So I was seeing that towards the end. So, Mitch still got to work on his conditioning. And then we got to talk about this DSJ. What's going on with this lower back? What's going on?
Well, hopefully he shows up Friday for you, man. Hopefully he shows up on Friday for you. Appreciate the call,
hope
Will.
so.
Yeah,
hopefully he shows up on Friday, JLs. What was your take on the DSJ injury?
Oh, the word is it's not serious. It's supposed to be like some muscle thing with his back. It's unrelated to anything that happened last year. It's precautionary the way they took him out, so it's not serious. And he'll probably be back on Friday. That's what I heard anyway. So I don't think we should worry about it too much.
Yeah,
but look,
not yet. Not yet, right? Not yet. I mean, what I said on my show yesterday was that, I mean, whether it's related or it's not related, the durability with DSJ is the big question mark. You know what I mean? It's a big question mark. Can he stay healthy? The last 2 seasons he hasn't, and he's just gotten into the league. So let's see what happens. But I think what we see now with DSJ being out and Bobby Portis being out and Kadeem Allen and Dotson and all these pieces that we have, and you and I and Terry had talked about this, JLs.
Yep.
It's coming. You're seeing it now. What all the depth and the versatility can bring you because injuries are going to happen. So sometimes these debates that we have about who's going to play, who's not, who's going to start, who's not, maybe it doesn't even matter at times because it kind of just always works itself out.
Yeah, man. It's a next man up type of team right now. And you know what? I didn't really want Peyton here, to be honest with you.
I didn't want him here either.
Not because I didn't like him. It's because I actually like Peyton the way he plays. I like that he sets people up and he's a pass-first point guard for a general type. Even though the game today he was like so-so, but he
was all right.
He ran the team. You know what I mean? But it was more that I wanted Frank to be the point guard, but I feel like the team are still trying to figure out what he is. You know what I mean? They're trying to see if he's a point guard or multi-positional. But you know what? DSJ being down gave Frank an opportunity to run some more point guard, and it'll help him make a decision too before October 31st. So.
It's true indeed, man. I mean, listen, I think the October 31st thing, I think it's a slam dunk that they bring Frank back. I think you have to bring him back. There's no reason not to. It's $6 million. I don't see them needing to really save it for anything. Yeah. Keep him, develop the kid, and see where he can go with it. I, like you, didn't necessarily want Peyton here, not because he can't bring anything to the team, but I just feel like he just clutters up the rotation even more when I would have rather have seen a DSJ Frank platoon just to give them the reps and see what we have coming out of this season and where, like you said, what position is Frank really going to excel at. And tonight we saw him primarily at the point guard. At the point guard.
Yeah, and you ran the team well too. Like I said, he ran the team well. Still has to get better at drive. He drove to the middle sometimes and didn't know where he wanted to go. Clean that up, but for the most part, he did well.
Yeah, I agree.
Shoot better though.
Shoot better, man. Shoot better. I'm showing a picture here of Terry and Trey. Terry and Trey were at the game tonight. They're here pictured with Ninja P, Boy Scott Perry. So shout out to Terry and Trey. We got Terry. We're back in the studio tomorrow, JL's. Terry's coming through. We have to reschedule with Tommy D. We got to reschedule with Tommy D. So Terry is going to be coming through tomorrow, and we'll be back in the studio getting some content together. So shout out to Terry. And shout out to everybody in the chat once again. Throw your city in the chat. My man Frank Matos is in here. He's checking in from West Palm. Where's everybody checking in from? And in particular, if you guys are from another country outside of the U.S. especially, please put that in the chat. Or if you're watching this video after we go live, please put that in the comment of the video so we can see where you are. Shout out to Carlos1104. He's #new. We got my man Oz from Perth, Australia. Oz is always in here. Salute to Oz.
All right. Shout out to Paul Quick. Shout out to Kevin Middleton, too.
What's up, guys?
AB. Shout out Goonies. Goonies likes the graphics. Thank you, Goonie.
Yeah, man. JL is always blessing the graphics, man. Salute to JL for this. You know what I mean? It's truly a team effort.
Factuals.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Chris Smith, too, as well.
Chris. Salute to Chris. We got ATL in the building. Tony Ward, what's going on? Jersey in here. Well, we always got Jersey and Brooklyn heavily represented in here. Always.
Have to, man.
Yeah, always. Uptown Twan, salute to Uptown Irvine, California. Jimmy, UCLA. We got Danny Morelli checking in from Brazil.
Okay.
Yeah, nice, man. Like how I said that, like Brazil, you know what I mean? Like you gotta, you gotta be proper, man. You gotta be proper, man.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely. All right, back to the phone, JL. Let's go to another regular is in here, Jay from Brooklyn.
Hey.
All right, Jay, how you feeling, bro?
Yeah, what's good? What's going on? I'm good, man. I'm good. I just want to seeing what I saw today with the lineups, man. I really do like that dynamic with RJ and Frank. I thought what really stood out was the ball movement.
Yep.
When they were in the game, I liked a lot of the crisp passing and also another point, Wayne Ellington. When the hell did we have a last time we had a dude that was getting chased on the perimeter like that? You know, he hit some big shots. Maybe there was 2 questionable shots at the end that I wasn't feeling, but it's just a question of getting him minutes because he does bring that. He stretches the floor, you know.
You're gonna need him, man. You're gonna need Ellington's. You're gonna need Ellington's 3-point capabilities, man. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was great to see that. Like, when was the last time we saw a dude getting chased like that? And
And another thing, like Fizdale's from that Riley, tutelage with Spoelstra, Riley, and having these kids, being being in shape to play that full court defense and playing that like crazy like Rick Pitino type trapping defense and just causing the opposing point guard to get into their sets later, so they're rushing their offense. So I think in a way it could work itself out with these 3 point guards, that we can push pressure on them. If they get tired, we have 2 other people that can go in. So that could be a good dynamic, to play that type of defense, that type of style,
Yeah, that's a good point. That's definitely a good point. And Fizz too, he likes a lot of ball handlers too. Like I feel like he likes to have 2 ball handlers on the court at all times.
Yeah.
So keep your eye on that as well. Whether he likes to go with a pure shooting guard or 2 ball handlers in the backcourt.
I agree. I definitely agree, man. And as you said, physical fitness and coming into camp in shape is something that definitely the Riley camp values. They just kicked somebody out of camp earlier this summer, Jay. I think it was like James Johnson, I think, on Miami. Somebody who came in out of shape. They kicked him out. They sent him home.
Woo! I
Yeah.
like that.
Sent them home. And as you see with our guys, seems like they really took their conditioning into consideration. They were all together, whether it was out here in LA working out together. So that was good to see. On the Ellington front, you myself and Terry spoke about this in the studio the last time we were there, and hey, it's like Terry said, don't sleep on Ellington, man.
Yeah, he did.
Don't sleep on him, because this guy, he averaged about 8 3-point attempts last year. So Ellington is gonna let it fly, Ellington is gonna let it fly, and somebody on Twitter said, hey, maybe he takes ISO's minutes. All of that is a possibility, man. I don't know if some of these guys are just not gonna get steady minutes.
Yeah, it's just no way
around it.
Someone's gonna be pissed, man.
Somebody's gonna be pissed, and depending on the flow of the game, it may not, it may change.
That's a fact. And Dotson and Trier and Bullock. What's gonna happen when Bullock comes back? That's gonna be another issue.
To be honest
Bullock,
with you, man, I don't even know why they forced their way to bring this guy in. Listen, we could use a 3-point shooting. Don't get me wrong, but the way they were after this dude, it was like a can't miss.
Yeah.
You know.
I guess the knock on Ellington is the defense.
Yeah.
That's been a knock on him. So maybe they feel like they really want to Bullock because he can give you a little bit of defense as well. So maybe that could be the thinking about it.
I agree, man. Let's shout out Steve Schickadance. He's checking in from Vancouver, Canada. That's a place I want to check out, man. Vancouver looks real nice in the summertime, not in the wintertime. Summertime, definitely want to check out Vancouver, man. So shout out to Steve. Let's go back to the phones, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Leave a thumbs up for your boys. Shout out to everybody on Facebook too, JLs. We always forget about our people watching on Facebook and Twitch and Twitter. Shout out to you guys. Back to the phone. Zay, my man Zay from Maryland. I think he was at the game. Zay, how you feeling, bro? How was it over there?
Going on, guys? Yeah, I was at the game. 2 things I want to shout out before I get into it.
Mm-hmm.
One is I got to shout you guys out for being able to record content and enjoy the games at the same time. Because it's hard. I was trying to record videos. I'm like, man, you guys got a whole practice and commentary without even having to without a shaky camera or anything.
One day my video won't come down and it'll be Ask Me Chris 1 year, damn it.
Yeah, well, yeah, because what happened was because the DJ was playing the music. There was some issues there, but I was able to get it through because I had a microphone in, and I was able. It was a one way directional microphone just towards me, so I think that was able to shield a lot of the music. So I don't know. Yeah. Luckily enough, we got it through.
Yeah.
Technology got through. Mine didn't happen.
Yeah.
No, man, you guys did good, man. You guys caught the whole practice. Like everything was good. I watched the stream, so.
Appreciate it,
pretty
man.
good.
Appreciate it.
And another thing was, shout out to Terry and Trey for having better seats than Scott Perry and Steve Mills. They were like right.
They were right behind the bench.
And I said, man, yeah. I said, man, they know someone. Because that was like the best piece ever. Yeah.
I saw Terry on TV, man. I spotted Terry on TV too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said, oh man. Yeah,
Terry's definitely holding out. He needs to somebody.
Facts.
But for my assessment of the game and everything that was going on, overall, I think everyone looks great. I think everyone looks in shape. RJ looks like real, like solid. He's not like a skinny rookie. He's like a solid rookie that looks like he can take a lot of contact. Same with Frank. Same with Randall. Everyone just looks like they're in shape, which is the first time I've seen that in a while for the Knicks. They were really moving, and I think two key pieces that I'm pretty sure you guys. I heard you guys already touch on it. I think Morris is going to be like a good deciding factor on how we're respected in the league, and I like Ellington being chased on the three. Like they were really trying to keep up with him because they know he shoots the three well. And I think those two were like some great factors with like just we've never seen it before to be able to just be like. They had to respect Marcus Morris. At first, I was arguing, like, I think Knox should start. But now I kind of respect, I like Marcus Morris, like, because he can create a shot. I like Marcus Morris starting, and I think Knox is humble enough to just go in there and light it up when he has to go in there. So I like those two factors, and also with Wayne Ellington.
I agree with you there, because I feel like Marcus Morris, like you said, can kind of create his own shot a little bit. And Knox, he's very good and he's very good at shooting those open catch and shoot threes. But I'm not sure if he can create his own shot quite yet. And Marcus can kind of do a little bit of both. So I agree with
exactly.
Right now.
I think Knox is more in transition, more like you get him the ball, he's gonna shoot it or drive. But he doesn't have too many moves in his bag yet. And I think Marcus Morris kind of has a little bit more moves in his bag. He scored 17 points in the first half.
Right.
And then it was like, no, we got to get you out of here. Let's find a random.
Let's get him to Philly early.
Get him out of here.
Let's get him to Philly early, man. Appreciate the calls, eh? Appreciate the call. I agree, man. I picked Morris. This was the starting lineup that I basically had picked, with the exception of Peyton. I had DSJ in there for Peyton, but I just think Morris he's just more ready now, right? And we still have to. Yes, we want to develop the young guys, but we want to win too. And as you see, Randall's going to need help scoring, consistent scoring. And that's the thing with Morris is that he knows what to do. He's a vet.
Yeah.
He can score it on his own from all three levels. And he can bring that defense, and he brings that veteran savvy if he can keep it all between the ears. And so that's why I pick him between Knox. It's not a knock on Knox. I think Kev's time will come. But I think for right now, with the pieces we have, I would go with Morris in the starting five.
Yeah, I feel like I had the same starting five, but I also was kind of reluctant on the two positions.
Yeah, definitely.
I would think I was going in between Dotson or somebody else to provide more shooting. But it seems like RJ must have really impressed in training camp. Mark Berman even said, I think he posted something that said that Fizz specifically said these were the best players in training camp.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if that excludes DSJ because he was injured. Because I also saw a quote that said that DSJ took over a few games. So maybe, like you said, when DSJ comes back, he'll start. But RJ kind of seemed like he kind of earned that spot based on what Fizz said.
Yeah. And we could kind of take that with a grain of salt because I just think, listen, this is our number 3 pick. I think he's going to throw him in the fire regardless of what he says. But also RJ can handle it. I think it's what you've seen is that he has a trait now that he's going to try to persevere through his struggles. He's going to try to persevere through his struggles by doing other things to elevate the team.
Yeah, he has that it. He has that it.
Yeah, he has it, man.
Definitely has that it like that. Like something is going. Like you feel comfortable that he's going to turn into something. Like I don't
so.
Yeah.
I hope so, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up for your boys. How many likes we got so far? Let's see if we can get to 500 likes before the live stream is over. Let's see if we could do it. Back to the phone, JLS. Let's go to J.O. in Maryland. He said he was at the game as well. He wants to talk about RJ's game. J.O., how you feeling, bro?
Yo, what's up, man? Shout out to y'all for always representing, man, and having a quality show all the time. So shout out to y'all, man.
Thank you, man.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, so I was at the game, man. Squad looked good, man. I think that Fizz started the veterans to make a point, though. You know what I mean? I think he wanted to let even the young cats know, man, I'm going to play the best dudes, the people who are ready to ball. Those are the cats who are going to play. And he started the vets, man. And I think that's a good sign that, you know what I'm saying, we're trying to win this year.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. And with RJ, man, the first half, man, it was tough to watch, man. He was bricking everything, man.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, free throws, everything. It is just reminiscent of the summer. I started getting nervous. So I'm like, yo, it was our third pick. What's going on, man?
Yeah.
But the second half. Yeah, the second half though, man. Like you were saying, Jay Ellis, he got that it factor, man. You could see it in him, and in the end, those free throws sealed the deal for me. It was like, oh, this cat, he got something, man. Like because the crowd was real, you know what I mean, wild in the end, booing real loud and everything, and he was on the line. I was like, oh, he might brick these. And I mean, switched them both, and then pointed, switched them both, and then pointed at the Wizards' bench. I said, oh, this cat is he got a little something in him, man.
Yeah, man.
So, you know, we may have something, man. We may have something in the kid.
I hope so, man, and appreciate the call and support, J.O. Definitely appreciate it, man. We might, man. Let's see how it goes. It's very early, J. Ellis. Very early.
Sure. No, we have to overreact.
We got to overreact, man. We got to overreact, man.
Have to.
Somebody in the chat said you guys are optimists for talking about the Knicks this way. He said they're not going to be relevant anytime soon. I mean, listen, we're not saying nothing new. We our expectations are fairly in line. But when you're a fan of a team and you're optimistic about the future of a team, that's how you're going to speak about your team. This isn't Warriors fan TV. This isn't Lakers fan TV. This isn't Front Runners fan TV.
Nah.
All right?
This ain't the Brooklyn Paint Jobs TV.
This ain't the Brooklyn Paint Jobs TV. Okay? We may very well win 30 games, but listen, we're going to be here for all of it. So for the diehards in there, hit that subscribe button, share these videos, and come back here on Friday night because we're back at it again talking Knicks. You know what I'm saying, JLs?
Yeah. Definitely.
You know, the Captain Obviouses of the world. You gotta love those people.
I'm gonna be a fan.
You gotta love the Captain Obvious people. Knicks aren't going anywhere. No kidding. No kidding.
So what? We can like our team still.
Yeah.
We can like what RJ Barry did.
Thank you.
Like potential, damn it. We know we not there yet, but we see the pieces.
Captain Obvious, man. Jeez.
See the pieces? We just gotta let it cook, man. Let it cook.
Where is the honor in front running, Jay Ellis? Where is it? I mean, I'm sorry, man. I had to, sorry, man.
No, don't sorry. No sorry. Sorry, not sorry. How about that?
Sorry, not sorry, man. My man Frank Matos in the chat, he feels me, man. Stephen Weeks.
Hell yeah. Yo.
You know what it is. Anthony Asberg says we banging here. This is our turf, you know? You came to our territory talking. You came to us.
Come on, you gonna bring us that energy?
You know? He came to our hood talking that mess, Jay Ellis. What's wrong with these people, man? You know why, Jay Ellis? Because they're not getting it anywhere else. This is the number one show for the fans, by the fans, for the Knicks fans, for the basketball fans.
I see.
That's it. They recognize it, man.
They do. They have nowhere else to go.
They have nowhere else to go. These poor guys, man.
That's fine.
They gotta go. They gotta go listen to Scott Van Pelt and those guys. Show their team highlights for 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
right. Watch House Highlights on YouTube.
Watch House Highlights or something. But anyway, man, back to the phone. Salute my guy Eric Inglewood in the building. Shout out Inglewood, California. It's my home away from home. Shout out Eric. All right, let's go to Raekwon from New York. Raekwon, what's going on, man?
JLSCP, what's up, guys?
How you doing, bro?
How y'all feeling, man? Good.
All right.
So, let me just talk about the game today. So, Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, guys. So, like Marcus Morris said, man, we got some dogs on the team this year. And let me just say this, man. If this is how the Knicks are going to come out and play, like during the regular season, look, man, we have an identity. And, I like what I seen from Knox. Knox, he came out, played good. Like y'all said, he put some muscle on. I like what Julius did. Mitch, Alfred Payton, his ability to pass the ball. RJ, he might have started off slow, but what I really liked about him was that, when the game was on the line, he showed up, when it most mattered. And that's important. You know what I mean, man? Like, you need the rookie to come in and set the table so that, everyone else can follow suit as well. And so, even though Morris got ejected and all that, I like what RJ did. And, I just like, the overall team, how they played. And if they continue to play like that, I could say, we could make something happen this year. And that's what I like.
Okay.
That's what I like to see.
Appreciate the call, man.
Yeah.
Optimism. I think, like I said, like you said, JLs, the intangibles about RJ that you kind of saw here tonight and that you kind of been seeing, and what you saw at Duke, he has a resiliency factor to him. He's a gamer, and when he struggles, he doesn't run from the spotlight. He puts himself fully into the fire and tries to get himself out of a rut. And as you saw in that third quarter, when him and Frank came in there, you just kind of just saw that dog in him. And he was when he got hot, man, he just kept it going.
I mean, there's something to that, man. Like, it's something to that when the offense is going through you, and then you're getting the touches, and you can see kind of what happens. That Fizz might have to look at that, though. Like, Fizz might have to look at. I mean, I like that RJ is starting. He got all the minutes, but maybe he does have to look at him coming off the bench just to give him the ball and give him the opportunity to take over.
Yeah.
Not because he doesn't deserve to start, but just so he can get his touches. If he's the most ready or one of the most ready to do stuff like that, I mean, it's kind of early because there's only one game.
Yeah.
Then maybe something to consider.
Something to consider. And when we had Alan Hahn on, he was also saying the same. Just eventually he'll get his chance to be the guy on his team. Like he said, right now he's the most important young piece that we have right now in terms of needing him to really maximize on his potential with this team. He's the most important piece. So,
yeah, because we saw in the beginning, he got a lot of open catch and shoot threes, and that's what he was getting. Yeah, and that's going to be your role when you're next to Julius Randle, and Julius Randle is getting triple team. And that's kind of what I was saying in the beginning of the summer. But then when you're the man, the offense is going through you, you can go through the and ones, and maybe you get more touches and score more buckets that way.
Yeah, man.
And then you know what? When he's hot, then you can come back in with Julius Randle and hit him open threes, because once he got going, he was able to hit.
True indeed. And with the jumper, he was there earlier today. He came 2 hours early to the game, and he's working on it. And you could even tell in those couple few bricks that he was off on, you could tell he was kind of pushing it. He's trying to work on that form. He's been trying to work on his jumper all summer long. So, like I said, I don't expect him to really get that part of his game down this season. I really don't. I said it last night, JLs. I said RJ is going to be the type that's going to go like 4 for 13 from the field, but still end up with like 16, 17 points.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he's going to get it. He's going to get it in different ways. And tonight he was 6 of 13, which is good. And he's finished with his 17 points. Mike Vorkanoff of The Athletic, he said that when he hit his 2 late free throws to seal the Knicks win, he said RJ definitely thought about the last time he was in D.C., which was with Duke in the NCAA tournament. He said, especially in the same arena, I missed the free throw and we lost to Michigan State, so it was good to redeem himself. So he even had that in the back of his mind.
Yeah, I said that earlier. I said he didn't do that in college.
Yeah, he damn sure didn't do that in college.
I was listening to some announcer said saying RJ hit those free throws the same way in college, and I was like, no, he didn't.
No, the hell he didn't.
I was watching that game.
No, he did not, buddy. No, he did not. I was watching that whole tournament with that man. Nope. He was not clutch from the free throw line whatsoever.
We talked about it here on this show.
Absolutely. And so that those are the things. If he can up his percentage at the charity stripe to 70% and beyond, then listen, you're gonna have to live with the inconsistency in the jumper. But if he can be more efficient from the line, then he's gonna get his buckets and uplift the team.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And set people up, rebound,
Yep.
play defense.
Get on the boards.
Do all the things, man.
Get on the boards. How many boards did he finish with tonight? 7. Sorry, finished with 7 boards tonight. And that was another trend that we saw from the summer on, was that he's going to be on the boards. He finished with 7 boards tonight, 17 and 7.
Yep, triple-double threat.
Triple-double threat, man. All right, let's do a couple more calls, Zales, before we get out of here. Once again, salute to everybody watching. If you guys are just coming in here late, this is Knicks Fan TV, Nick of Time Show. This is Postgame Live. We do these postgame shows after every game. We run the highlights, as you just saw. We go through the box score, as you just saw. And most importantly, we hear from you guys, the fans. We take your phone calls, get your takeaways from wherever you're calling in from. We heard people from Jersey, from New York. We had people from California, all over the country, all over the world checking in. And this is it, man. This is what we do for the fans. So salute to everybody that's been watching.
Mm-hmm.
Above the rim, what's going on? He said he heard the sirens in the background, JL. So.
Oh, yeah, they out tonight, man.
Yeah, always good luck.
It's always good luck.
Always good luck. Another tidbit also for you, some of you guys coming in late that may have missed it, or some of you guys that are also new. The show is available in audio format, in podcast format. It's under Knicks Fan TV on Spotify, Google Play, iTunes. All the links are in the video description right down below. Some of my mods in the chat, they'll also post the links. So very important. I know a lot of you guys are at work the next day. Can't watch video, listen to it in audio format. Tonight's show will be available in podcast format for you guys. So that's another benefit of being a subscriber. And subscribe for free, man.
Yeah.
Back to Brooklyn jails. Let's go to Greg. He wants to talk about Marcus Morris tonight. Greg, how you feeling, man?
Nah, Grizz.
Oh, Grizz, what's up, bro?
Hello?
Yep.
Yep.
Yo, what's going on, boss?
How you feeling, man?
Yo, peace to you guys, man. I'm good. Peace to you guys. I respect you guys. I respect the platform that you developed here. As a Knicks fan, I really salute to you guys, man.
Thanks, bro.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, so my fault. I'm at work right now, so
all good.
That's what's going on right now. But I had to call in.
Mm-hmm.
So Marcus Morris, I respect his game, right? But I got a problem with what he's doing.
What's that?
My problem is he's stopping the ball. You know what I'm saying? Every time he got the ball, he's like, he want to score, and I get it. But like it's kind of like what everybody is upset about Melo about. You know, ISO, holding the ball, not making the ball move around, and that's the same game that he was playing. Marcus Morris.
Go ahead,
Other than that, I respect the scores that he put up.
I mean,
but,
I was kind of saying that in open practice too, CP.
Well, what that he was, yeah, he was shooting it every time at open practice.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you, he was definitely letting it fly out there. I hear that. Valid criticism.
It's one of those things where it's like, damn, he's shooting too much, and I definitely want to. I agree with you. We want to see him move the ball a lot more.
Yeah,
but then it's like he's also really efficient.
he was highly efficient tonight. That's for damn sure. But I get what you guys are saying, especially with Randall out there, and with DSJ, you just don't want it to stick too much.
Yeah, because somebody has to move
exactly.
The ball at some point. And then to your point, when DSJ is
he just kept.
Okay, man.
I'm saying to your point, when DSJ is out there, the coach is gonna really have to coach him to move the ball more if DSJ is out there too as well, man. Like, because we can't have everybody just shooting out there. But you know what, coach
exactly
was moving the ball well in practice. So we'll see how that goes when he gets back to the Knicks.
Well, I hope they're gonna talk about that, because like I said, this is the problem that everybody had with Melo.
Mm-hmm.
You might as well kept Melo then if that's the case, because this man he just kept holding the ball.
Yeah,
and he wasn't passing the ball. As soon as he gets the ball in his hand, he just boom wanted to score. I'm like, yo, what's wrong with this guy? Swing the ball. Wait till the ball come back to you and then try to make a move.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know, I hope they don't continue that. I hope Coach Fizdale really let him know, like, yo, look over the tapes. This is not what we want here. You know what I mean? Because when he was playing the Celtics, he was moving that ball. And wait till he get open and he drop his ball, he drop those shots. I don't know why he coming to New York and he trying to like, okay, yeah. Then
he trying to beat Melo, right? Dollar Tree Melo, man. Appreciate the call, Greg. Go ahead, JLs.
He was like, yo, they don't got the man here. I could be the man.
Hey, I could be the man. You heard him at halftime already. He's like, I love being in New York. I love being in Knicks.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, man. He even said it before. He was like, I saw one video. He said it himself. He was like, yo, I can do more than what I've been showing. Like, he said that.
Yeah, he did.
So that could be, a theme. Watch that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I hear what Greg was saying, and that he was kind of letting it fly, but he was hitting it. You know what I mean? If you're gonna score that way, I don't really have an issue with it. I thought overall, with the exception of those early minutes of the third quarter where things got out of hand, I thought overall the ball movement was fairly solid.
Yeah, it was.
Randall had a couple moments where it was like, you got to pass that, but by and large, I thought the ball movement was fairly solid.
Yeah, I agree, man. And it really drove it home that they want to move the ball this season.
Yeah.
And we'll see. We'll see how this transpires, man.
Yeah, let's see, man.
We were fooled last year too. They was moving the ball early in the season.
It's true. It's true.
It's only preseason.
It's only preseason, man. It's only preseason. So appreciate Greg for the call. All right, last call of the night is gonna go to and listen, we have a ton of people on the line. But we're gonna go to one more call and then pick things back up on Friday. If you didn't get on tonight, make sure you call back on Friday, and we'll get you guys back on. Daniel from Brooklyn is gonna close the show out. And Daniel, how you feeling, man?
Hi, good night to the show. I just want to talk about the ball movements and it was a good ball movement tonight, and also. Guys from last year was ball watching. It didn't have the ball watching this year. You see a lot of movement in the Kiwi, guys cutting and screening for one another. That's big. That's big. Last year we didn't have that. And the movement tonight was great. The points was coming easier because of the movement.
Yeah, you're right, Daniel. I mean, they were able to get out to a pretty sizable lead, and that was because I thought the offense was looking pretty good. And you could give credit to Frank. You could give credit to Alfred, moving it around. RJ was making plays out there.
Yeah. I think on both ends we were doing pretty well for the first half.
Yeah.
Like, both ends, he was moving the ball. He was rotating pretty well. I think the second half is when it got a little bit dicey, but first half I loved it.
Yeah, second half got a little bit dicey, but first half we were solid. Let's take one more. I'll take one more. Let's go to Val from Jersey.
Oh, you're so nice.
Yeah, Val from Jersey. He was waiting for a little bit. Val, how you feeling, bro?
What's up?
How you doing, bro?
Good. I just had to bring up one main point. Everybody's worried about the whole Frank Ntilikina player option, but people are forgetting that we're still paying Joakim Noah $6.5 million, and he's not even.
You're just reminding me.
Yeah, thanks for reminding us of the nightmares. Thank you, Val.
So I just had to let people know. So when they're scared of paying Frank $6 million, just remember we're still paying Joakim Noah until next summer.
It's true indeed. He has a point, J. Ellis. He has a point. We have money wasting on a bum.
Yeah.
Who's somewhere in the Amazon right now, finding his spirits or something. I don't know. But yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
I'm with it. I'm pick up Frank's option, keep this kid here, and let's go.
I'm with it.
Yes.
Steve Stark.
You guys have a great night, man.
All right, Val. Appreciate the call, man. Appreciate it. Steve Stark in the chat said we still paying Shandon Anderson.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, you know what? I did say we'd take it. Let's take one more, man, because we have with us, Jay Ellis. Steven Evans is in the building. Steven Evans is back. Steven, what's up, man? Talk to me, man. How you feeling, bro?
What's going on? Y'all got me on just in the nick of time so we can talk nothing but Knicks. What's right?
My intro for my show.
Yeah, right. Steven Evans, you the closer, man. So make it good, bro. Make it good.
No pressure.
Hey, listen, real quick, right before I get to my points, real briefly. I heard you say that you did something with my very calm call last time. Where'd you put it so I can go check it out?
Oh, check on my Instagram, on my Twitter, man. You got to follow the movement, Steven. Even it's on Instagram and Twitter.
Got you. I'm slipping, so I'm gonna definitely go try to check it out.
Okay.
Listen, real quick though.
Yeah.
For me, obviously I'm a Knicks fan, as are we all. And so I watch every game with a real critical eye. And for me, what I really wanted to see, as it relates to R.J. Barrett, from the summer league to preseason and then hopefully into the season, was like obvious progressions in his game. And for me, the biggest thing was that right hand and that right hand finishing. And there was a few plays tonight where he did a lot with his right hand that we wasn't seeing in Duke.
That one right there.
And that wasn't really evident in summer league either. So I was definitely happy to see that. How about you guys?
Definitely, man. Like I said, that's the thing about RJ that I like is that his work ethic is going to be there. That's one thing that is going to be there is that this kid is going to work. You're never going to have to question his motor. You're never going to have to question, his work ethic. He's working on all his weaknesses because he wants to be great. And I think he has a lot of tools that if you put it all together, he can be down the road. Not right now. It's going to take time. But like you said, working on his right hand. Continuing to be a solid playmaker, working on his defense. He had a couple. He drew that charge late in that third quarter.
Yeah.
And he found Taj on a couple nice plays. He found Kevin Knox on a couple nice plays. So, those are the things that I want to see from RJ until his shot can get to where he wants it to be.
Yeah, and specifically
briefly as possible. As far as Iggy is concerned, I would prefer him to kind of stay with the team, not so much with the G League or the D League or whatever it is they calling it now. I feel like there's a lot more gains to be gained from being day in, day out with the team. That's one. Two, one thing that was lost on me was I hadn't really given a lot of consideration to the fact that RJ in his outside shot, his 3-point game, could actually be helped tremendously by having Ellington and Bullock as teammates. That's something I should have picked up on. But hopefully that's a fringe benefit of having them on the roster is that daily practice grind, shot mechanics, so on and so forth. So he could definitely have worse people to learn from. And also, too, with Frankie Cigarettes, man, listen, God bless him. Not going to thrash him on this call, right? But for me, I wouldn't mind seeing him run more 2-3 than I would see him running 1-2, right? The rotation that I would have liked to see, ideally, would be DSJ and Alonzo Trier running more 1 than what he has thus far, and then kind of have him play off the ball, almost playing it 2 from the 1 spot, and having RJ out there being the primary ball handler. If that kind of matchup ever presented itself. So that's kind of what I'm looking at.
Okay. I appreciate the call, man. Definitely call back. Good to hear from you again. I think on the DSJ ISO pairing, first of all, I think Frank would be the ideal pairing for all three of those guys. Whether you're talking about RJ, whether you're talking about DSJ, whether you're talking about ISO. Because you're going to need a guy out there that doesn't need the ball per se to be effective.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, Jails?
If he can hit the jumpers.
If he can hit his jumpers, yeah, definitely the caveat there. You don't want to be playing 5-on-4, like I said the other day when we interviewed Al Hahn. You don't want to be playing 5-on-4 with him out there, because then his defense, yes, it could be admirable, but if you're playing 5-on-4, then you're still losing.
Exactly. Like he can't shoot like he did today. Like from the 3-point line anyway. But I still feel like Frank's mid-range is going to actually catch up this season. That's my take on it. But I do understand. I might be with the ISO thing, I might be with it. If he can kind of do what he did at open practice.
Yeah. ISO and DSJ?
I might be with it,
Okay.
I might be with that.
Okay. Well, let's see how it turns out, man. Let's see how it turns out, JLs. But go ahead and close out, man. Let's get out of here.
Here we go, man. Thanks for rocking with us at the Nick of Time show and Knicks Fan TV collab. Thanks for watching Postgame Live show. Nick of Time show is not out yet, but I'm going away actually next week. But I'll be back. When I'll be back, Nick of Time show will be back as well. So stay tuned for that. It will be on YouTube on October 23rd. It'll be on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher on October 22nd of next week. Nick of Time Show will be back with Edson, Kathy, and Ryan, all those guys. Definitely check that out. Merch also coming soon. I thought the store would be fixed yesterday, but it should be fixed by tomorrow. So check out the store. You can get Knox shirts, Maple Mama Mentality shirts, and even more. So check that out. Links will be in the bio. And yeah, also follow me on all social medias. The Nick of Time Show on Instagram, Nick of Time Show on Facebook, and the KOT Show on Twitter. Back to you, Seafood.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, JL's. Good show. Good to be back for the preseason tilt. And salute to everybody watching us, man. Over 1,000 people to check out the Knicks preseason post-game live show. Appreciate the support, man. Before you guys leave, hit that thumbs up button. Help us promote this show. Hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. All hashtag news. Welcome to the show. Leave us a comment in the comment section below with your takes on the game. Merchandise is in the video description as well. And remember, the audio podcast links are also in the video description. Catch up at work tomorrow. Google Play, Spotify, iTunes, all under Knicks Fan TV. If iTunes is your preferred platform, please leave us a review on the show on iTunes. Very important. Once again, those things is what helps promote the show and promote the platform. So, like I said, we need your help to do that. Catch up on our previous shows. We had Alan Hahn on a couple weeks ago. For those of you that are new, check out that interview. Trust me, it was a blockbuster interview. We also had a great interview with Chris Childs a couple months ago over the summer as well. There's a playlist in your upper right-hand corner. It'll say special guest appearances. Click on that playlist and you'll see everything I'm talking about, man. So, once again, salute to everybody that came through and rocked with us tonight. Stephen Weeks, appreciate it. Bless Rodriguez, thanks for coming through. Welcome to the show. All the mods, TM, Knicks Fan TV, Dave, Rome, Ari, appreciate it. JL, so you want to shout out, man?
Oh, yo, shout out to Craig Williams, always holds me down as a mod, man. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to NYK Guna, all the old heads, Paul Quick, Christian Smith, Enzo, Pete Cruz, AB, Gladiator, everybody, man. Shout out to you guys.
Yes, sir. You know what it is, man. It's all about those New York Knicks.
Word. It is.
It is. Thanks again, everybody. Have a good night. We will catch up with you guys on Friday. Ayo, pal. Appreciate it, pal. Pal, send me those videos from LA, man, so we could throw it up on the channel. And thanks again, everybody. The replay of the show will come out later on tomorrow, so there will be a replay ran of the show for those of you who want to chat live. So we'll see you then, man.